Howdy y'all, this is Red Wolf. I've received a lot of requests for a follow-up video on my Scottish Dirk. Primarily putting it through some field tests so y'all can actually see how it performs. Got a little bit of time off, so I drug up a bunch of stuff and we're going to just do a few things and see what all we can get shown off on camera. So if y'all bear with me for a second, I'm going to reposition and we're going to start doing some stuff. Alright, so this is a dry log I've had out here for a little while, and I picked it up. It's still really sturdy, so I figured this would be a pretty decent hardwood chop. And just going to lean it up against the tree here so that it's steady. And this is sort of our simulated cutting tree down test, since I don't have anything that I don't have a project to cut a tree down for right now. So without further ado, here we go. So you're taking out big chunks, and what I like about it is it's really easy to hit the same place multiple times. I wouldn't think it by looking at the grip angles that it would be any good for that, but it's actually a lot more accurate than I expected when I started doing this. And I think I can keep all of this in frame right here, so just for the sake of showing it, just going to beat it with the stick a little bit. Back out. No wobbles, no trouble, no edge problems, and we just busted our way down through this knot right here. Really impressive knife. Take me right fast so I think y'all can see me. And you know, even from here on this stuff, we still get our good easy even shavings here. We've got, you know, it's a solid survival tool. You know, I wouldn't have believed it when I first got it. You know, I think I might have mentioned this in the video, but the shape is against just about everything I thought I knew about chopping knives. And she just performs. In a second I might move some other stuff up here and see how it looks on camera on the cutting. And if not, I'll reposition and we'll get a different view. Alright, so this is a piece of a sapling that I cut down the other day on a different video. And I'll probably get this Dirk video uploaded before I get the other one. So we'll take care of that as we go. But I'm going to put this on the ground like I did over there and see if I can get a good couple of hacking blows into it as our just little simulate. Yeah, it's really far down there. I'm not sure y'all can see it. Well, in that case, this right here is about thumb thickness. I'm going to see how much of a blow I can get in on it. It's just going to be an overhand chop. Alright. And see, that's what we're talking about right there. The pressure folded in, there's just a little piece of bark. Yeah, that's a good tough bark. Holding it together right there. You can see that's a real smooth, clean cut. Let me reposition this back up right fast. I don't think we want to just spend all day looking at my kilt. see if that's a little bit better. Okay, so from up here, one of the other things I like about it is, you know, for normal task, like these little delimbing stuff, you know, there's no hand shock when you're hitting stuff. There's no hand shock at all, which is really interesting. It still doesn't cut as good as some of my buoys, to be honest, but it doesn't weigh as much either. And for just normal task, it's good, it's controllable. Someone was asking about some whittling, so let's see if I get right here. We're going to do some of our notch stuff right here. Just bring her in. I think I got myself in frame. Bring that up and clean her up a little bit. I should about have it if I could do my part of this proper. Yeah, there we go. Get those wood fibers separating. It's just handy. You choke up instead of like I'm chopping from right here, choking up on it right here. It is just super comfortable. You know, I can lower again for a little bit more power cutting. I'm worried about my controllability issues. Where it really excels is those little short chops that I like. Really excels at that, and for edge up, pulling in the power cuts like this, does really good at these. Honestly, it's just pleasant to work with. It's not a burden. It's a wider blade. It's a little, I could do just a little bit of reprofiling this to make the edge bevel a little bit longer. And I might do that with a file before this is all said and done. And it would go through this wood here like this even easier. Which isn't knocking the knife any at all. It does really well. It's just if I was going to do more precise fine whittling for an hour or 2 or 3 at a time, I might consider making the edge bevel a little bit longer, because this is a good I'm gonna call it a combat edge. It's shorter so that when you hit bone and stuff, it doesn't roll or chip. But that also means that it doesn't part the wood fibers as easily. It doesn't give you as much of a, it's called a ramp for splitting it as you go through. You can see even with the, you know, on the freehold, you get a really deep cut to it. This would be getting historical for a minute. This would be a really good finger remover. Just those little quick flick cuts in there. I like it, and you know, I've talked some about the martial arts aspects. It pairs well, you know, with your blocking. I like it. I like it a lot. And this is give you sort of a size comparison here on my my Cutto. Really good balance point. I bet this would throw really well. I'm not that great at throwing, but I did some testing with some spears the other day, and I've got 1 bottle left, which is a 2 liter, something like that, filled with water. I'm gonna do a quick overhand damage test on it. Just I suppose for comparatives, just so you can see what it looks like, how easy it works. Because if this point doesn't penetrate well, then the bottle will go flying instead of sinking in. And I'm going to reposition and do that right fast. And if I think of anything else to do, we'll catch that as we go. So I'm going to throw in here right fast that I'm no bottle cutter. The only other time I've ever done this particular test type stuff, I literally got it on camera. You can look it up. I did it with my Grossmesser, So if I can make this work, probably anybody can. And depending upon how our thrusting test goes, I may try and get a slash in here just for comparatives. I'm not sure how anything's going to work out. So we'll just try and get everything on camera right fast and see how she goes. So this is my Highland Dirk in the Dirk fighting style. This is like position 1, position 3, something like that. But anyway, this is a traditional way of doing it, so I'm going to give it a go. Whew. I think it worked. And let's go for a quick. Jesus. Okay. Well, that obviously worked better than I expected. I got a really good cut in there. I mean, that's done for. This is a very rare case of the more I use the tool, the more I find out that I like about it. This has been really impressive. And by this, I mean Highland Dirks in general. The Cold Steel offering of it is fairly good. There are some things I'd do a little bit different if I was making one myself. But hope that gives y'all a little bit more feedback to work with. Y'all like this, I'll try and do some more testing as we go. Next time, maybe from a little bit safer distance. Till next time, this will be Red Wolf signing off. Y'all keep up the good fight.